Hi there, welcome back to That Board Game Show. My name is James Wood, and today I'm continuing my playthrough of the Solitaire Minigolf variant for Rolling Realms. Today I am playing hole 17, Tick-Tock. It has a power of 1, the realms are Pendulum, Viticulture and Wingspan, and the rules changes are quite significant in this one, so this is going to play out very differently to your typical solo game of Rolling Realms. You do not earn resources or stars when you mark a space with a resource or star. You do gain 1 star for completing a bird with its exact wingspan. You do gain stars as normal in Viticulture, and when completing an hourglass, in addition to the benefits obtained from the outlined octagons, gain the resources or stars of the filled squares in Wingspan, and the resources from the outlined grapes from Viticulture that haven't yet been crossed off. Marked spaces can give benefits up to 3 times. Any stars scored in Wingspan beyond the first 6 are wasted. And our goal is to score at least 14 points, or 15 if you're playing on hard mode, which I'm not, I'm still playing on normal. And you may remember from the previous video, if you watched me play through hole 16, that I completed it on my first attempt. But let's just have a look at my handy dandy course log over here as a quick reminder. So hole 16, Sudoku, I managed to complete on my first attempt, hopefully making up for those atrocious attempts previously. And today we're playing Tick-Tock with a power of 1. So they're expecting you to complete this in your first attempt. So let's see, we're getting very close to the end, and I'm going to see if I can complete this one on my first attempt, fingers crossed. And remember, if you have your own copy of Rolling Realms, you can play along with me and use the die rolls that I roll as we go. And as one final caveat, if you aren't yet familiar with Rolling Realms, I would highly recommend you go back to episode 1 of this series, in which I explain all the basics of how Rolling Realms works, how it scores and how it plays, and I play through hole 1 of the Solitaire Minigolf variant in that video. Today I'm focusing just on hole 17, and I'm basically kind of presuming that you have already watched 1 through 16 up until this point. If you haven't, I would highly recommend you go back and do so, because it will set the stage for where we are today. But with all that out the way, let's dive in with hole 17. I shall pick up the dice, give them a roll, and try figure out how I'm going to score 14 points on this one. We have a 6 and a 2. 6 and a 2 is the number rolled. Mark off a 6 and a 2 if you're playing along at home. And now I have to try and cement these special rules in my brain so that I don't make mistakes as I go. So let's see. You don't gain resources or stars as normal when you mark a space with a resource or star. So if I circle one of these grapes, I don't get the resource. I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining these different realms. Again, I've done so in previous videos. And today we're just focusing on the specials for hole 17. Okay, so we won't gain resources or stars when we mark off these small boxes in Wingspan. However, we will still gain the star if the numbers in these small boxes equal exactly 7, 12, or 16. Then you get the bonus star. And we'll gain stars when we complete hourglasses in Pendulum. And in addition to gaining the resources and stars marked off in the octagons, because remember, when you circle an octagon in Pendulum, you don't gain the resources immediately. You only gain them when you complete one of the hourglasses. So, this is going to be interesting. Let's see, 6 and a 2. What to do with a 6 and a 2? A 6 would be very nice to complete an hourglass in Pendulum, but I think I need to hold off on completing those until near the end of the game. I probably want to try and complete all 3 hourglasses though, so let's use that 2 in Pendulum over here. And I will mark off the 6 over here in Wingspan, working towards filling in those and trying to score points there. I think I'm going to focus on mainly Pendulum and Wingspan and see if we can pull off something special today. I'm probably going to be very anemic for resources for most of the game, and then I'm going to be flooded with them right at the end. So let's see. Rolling the dice for turn 2, and we have a 1 and a 4. That is very helpful for Pendulum. A 1 and a 4. I'm going to use that 1 over here in Pendulum, now making these a bit easier to get to. If I use the 4 over here in Wingspan, that will be equaling 10, which means I'll have to roll a 6 to get the star from that card. So that will be a bit tricky. Let's just spread out a bit. Yeah, I'm just going to use the 4 over here in Viticulture. And hope I don't regret that later. Right. Oh, that 6 ran away from me, so I should have put the 4 in Wingspan. Oh well. Okay, now would be the perfect time to use a 3 to finish off Pendulum. But I have no resources or stars marked off in Pendulum, so I want to try fill in some of those octagons before I complete the hourglasses. So, let's use that 3 in Pendulum, and I'm going to circle a star, because I'll get the resources from these two when I finish hourglasses here. So I'm less focused on the resources here in Pendulum. Then 6, I will mark off the 6 in Viticulture here, thus giving me options for that later. I'm still not getting resources just yet, but hopefully the tides are about to turn. Let's see. I didn't mark off those numbers, did I? Whoopsie. That was a 3 and a 6. Now we roll the dice for the next turn. I almost gave myself a bonus turn there. Unwittingly cheating. Okay. 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4. Remembering to mark off my turns this time. So now I could utilize that 4 in Wingspan and bank for another 6 later. Let's do that. I'm going to put a 4 over here in Wingspan, and I'm going to use that 2 over here in Pendulum. And then when I complete these hourglasses in Pendulum, I'm going to start cashing in on points. Right, next turn. This is a very slow build. 1 and a 4. In fact, I was recently playing the solo mode for Viticulture World, and this feels a little bit like that, where you have this very slow, the first like 2, 3, 4 turns, you don't feel like you're doing anything, and then all of a sudden you have a landfall of resources and points and money and everything just flood into your lap once you get your little engine built up and going. So this is very much an engine building kind of feel. 1 and a 4, 1 and a 4. What to do with a 1 and a 4? I don't like those numbers at all. Those are garbage numbers to roll. I wanted a 6 for Wingspan. So let's use a 4 in Pendulum, building up for the future. And I'm going to use this 1 over here in Wingspan and fill in that little single space, because trying to get exactly 7 is a bit tricky. So using a nice small number there might help. Right. Going again. We are 2/3 of the way through the round. 1 and 3. And more jolly small numbers. Oh no. Let's put a 1 in Wingspan over here. Now I need a 5 over there to complete that. Then I'm going to use the 3 over here in Pendulum. Cross out the 3. I just completed an hourglass. So now I'm going to get stuff at last. So I'm going to get 2 stars in Pendulum. 1, 2. Then I'm not going to get any stars from Wingspan because I haven't finished those yet. Oops, that wasn't very good. But I'm going to get the resources that I haven't yet crossed out in Viticulture. So that's going to be a heart and a pumpkin. And I'm going to get another 2 pumpkins, a heart and a coin. 1, 2, a heart and a coin from these spaces in Wingspan. Now I could use resources, so I can use 3 pumpkins to adjust a die, but I've already used both dice. I could use hearts to gain another die. If they were a pair, I could use 2. I could use a coin to cross out something over here. Let's see, I've used Wingspan and Pendulum, so I can only use in Viticulture. I'm not going to waste it right now. I'm going to hang on to my resources and use them for the next turn. 6 and a 5. Yes, that's better. Oh, but I want to use both of those in Wingspan. Oh, no. Okay, let's put those over there so they're not in my way. We'll mark off a 6 and a 5. And my 5s are finally improving. If you remember from previous videos, it's taken me all 17 videos to be able to draw a decent 5 on the board. I want to use both of those in Wingspan because that will finish out both of those perfectly. Or do I just use one over there and one over there? I'm using them both in Wingspan. I might regret this later, but I'm going to use the 6 over here, which gains me a star because that is 16 points, 1 star. I don't gain that star yet, but I will shortly when I finish off Pendulum. Actually, rather than burning those pumpkins, I'm going to use the 5 over here in Viticulture, because a 5 with actually, 5 with a 6 will give me 11. I'm going to cross out the 6 and I'm going to get 2 stars, 1, 2 in Viticulture. That is smarter. And then I circle the 11 because I have delivered that wine order. Right. I don't have enough resources to generate an extra star, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn a coin to get an extra die, and then I'm going to use it as a 1, and I'm going to use it over here in Pendulum to circle one of these. Let's circle the heart and coin option. Right. Rolling the dice and going again. That was a 1 and a 5. A 1 and a 5. Oh my goodness, we're getting close to the end. 1 and 5. Okay, there's that 5 again. So now do I use the 5 in Wingspan and build up for a big turn, a big final turn to finish off this 5 and the 6? No. No. I think if I use the 5 over here, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 stars. If I put the 1 there, I'm not getting the bonus star, but I think I'm going to do that. Yes. I'm going to put this 1 over here, so it's not going to get me the bonus star because that does not equal 7. But then I'm going to use the 5 here in Pendulum, and I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. So I'm going to mark those 2 stars off here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think I score these, do I? So I don't get those stars again. Those I only score by delivering grapes in the traditional way. But I do gain resources. I gain a coin and a heart from Pendulum. I gain a heart from Viticulture. I don't gain that pumpkin because it's been crossed off. And I gain 2 pumpkins, a coin, and another heart from Wingspan. Now I have loads of resources to use. I could use 3 hearts to make another 5, and then I could use 2 pumpkins to convert that 5 into a 6 and use it there to get 2 points in Viticulture. But I'll hold off until my last turn and see if I can pull that off. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Hopefully those aren't famous last words. We got, oh my goodness me. Wow, that's the worst possible roll I could have done. Oh no, yep, I should have used those resources last turn. No! A 1 and a 1, okay. I need 2 6s, because if I had another 6, I could use the 4 and the 6 to cross off there and get 2 stars there, and I could use a 6 there to get a whole bunch of stars there. Oh my goodness. Should have used the 5 last turn. Should have used the hearts to make another 5. Okay, well, live and learn. Can I get any points with those 2 1s? That is garbage. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I can do. Oh my word. Wow, that was bad. That was terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh no. There's virtually nothing I can do with 2 1s. I need big numbers everywhere. So the only thing I think I can do is convert them both to resources. If I convert them both into coins, then I can cross off 4 coins and get a 4, which doesn't help. Because then I could use those to make a 4, and then I could use the pumpkins to turn it into a 5, which isn't enough. I need 6, and I need 6. Ouch. I should have used those pumpkins. Hearts. I should have used those hearts last turn to generate an extra 5. Okay, I'm just going to convert those into resources. I'm going to get 2 coins for what it's worth, which is nothing. And that is the end of the game. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14 is 1.5 is 1.4 is 10.4. That is not even close to 14. So that last turn really messed things over. If I had rolled 2 6s or a 6 and a 5 or something, I could have done it, because I would have gotten, with a 6, I would have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. And with another 6, I would have gotten another 2 stars. I could have gotten 6 stars on that last turn if I hadn't rolled snake eyes. So the snake eyes bit me. They're bothersome. Okay, well, I trust you did better. If you did, let me know down in the comments below what your final score was and how many attempts it takes you to complete this. I will stop recording and continue to attempt to complete this one. I have blasted through my par 1 opportunity, so let's mark that off on the course log. And we have hole 17. Grab my little markup pen, cross out our first attempt. Don't write a number in there yet because I haven't finished it. And I shall let you know when we film hole 18 how many attempts it took me to complete this one. Until then, I shall say thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show.